Hey guys, I had a request to show a video on explaining what snap caps are and to also show and explain what a speed loader is. So that's what this video is going to be about. What you're looking at right now is 5 snap caps and 1 factory Glock speed loader. Basically what a snap cap is a dummy round. It's a fake bullet, although it mimics a real one in dimensions and size. This one happens to be a Tipton brand, I believe. I got 5 of these on eBay for $15 with shipping, which is about what they cost on average. Relatively cheap. And again, they're just used to practice drills. You can safely dry fire your gun with this fake ammunition in there. So it's just, again, it's just for practice. I'm actually going to use my little jeweler's loop here to bring you close to show you this. And you can see the back is brass. And there's a center portion there. Okay, so when this is loaded into your gun, and you use it as if it was real ammo, when you go to shoot, your firing pin is hitting that little center spot. And brass is a soft metal, if you're not familiar with it. It will give very easily, and as you can see there, the firing pin, I've used this multiple times, it's indented the brass. And basically there's a spring on the inside here. Okay, it goes from the very tip all the way back to that centerpiece. So when your firing pin hits that, it's not only is the brass soft, but the spring is also letting it give. Okay, so it's not damaging your firing pin whatsoever, and that's why people get these. They're used to dry fire in the guns. They're used to check the cycling and the feed ramps and stuff like that. I'll show you a little later in this video what I'm talking about. But basically, that's what a snap cap is. It's a fake round specifically meant to practice different drills in your gun. Now, what is a speed loader? This is a speed loader. This is actually a factory Glock speed loader. These come with your Glock when you get them new. However, I bought my Glock used, so I didn't get one. However, these are extremely cheap. It's just, as you can see there, it's just a piece of plastic. That's all it is. I got this for $3 on eBay. I don't know, shipping was like $1.50 or something, so less than $5 altogether. But of course, if you buy new, you're going to get one of these with them, with your gun. Now these are this is a very simple version of it. They make universal speed loaders. This is specifically meant for the 9mm Glocks. Okay, let me get the magazine out for you. And of course, this is empty. And this one specifically is made to go over and to use with a 9mm Glock magazine. Okay, they make universal speed loaders that are indifferent in design. I'm not going to go into those because honestly, I'm not familiar with them. But they work in a different fashion. All this really is a sleeve, as you saw. It fits snugly over your magazine, and it has a little piece of plastic in it. And it's so simple. All it's doing is pushing down on this, okay, so that you can load a round. Now let me show you loading 5 rounds into the magazine by hand. Just kind of use your thumb, use your pointer finger and thumb on your less dominant hand to kind of hold it in position. What I do is I put my dominant thumb, I push the round down a little bit, put this into position, then come forward, push down, and bring back. Okay, now each round you put in is going to get progressively harder because you're putting more tension on the spring. But basically, actually, let me start over here. We'll see how fast I can do it with this, and then we'll go and see how fast I can do it with the speed loader. Now, it says it's called a speed loader because it does work faster, but it's not super fast, but it is more efficient. Now, this is only a 10-round magazine. I can load this by hand fairly quickly, not an issue whatsoever, but once I get these 17-round magazines and I put a plus 2 base plate on it so they hold 19 rounds, and if I'm out doing target practice, and I'm probably going to get one of those 33-round magazines too, doing it by hand can be a little tedious. So just this little simple piece of plastic, which I'll show you in a minute, just makes your job a little easier. However, if you do handle guns, and I highly recommend you do this by hand and get very familiar with that before using the speed loader, just so you're not dependent on it. But anyway, let's see. Not too bad. Again, it's only 5 rounds. It's only half the capacity of this magazine. But it just takes a couple seconds. The speed loader, like I said, it has that piece of plastic in it, which pushes down on the spring. So basically, you push down, you put 1 round in, you just rest it in there, and then you have to lift back up to clear, the plastic. I don't know if you can see that, but if it's all the way down, it won't go anywhere because the plastic is in the way. So you have to push down, rest the round in there, lift up, and push back. Okay, and that's what inserts the round. So let's see how much faster it is with the speed loader. As you can see, it's faster. With 5 rounds, it's not a whole big difference, but again, if I was loading up a 33 round magazine, a couple 19 round magazines, it definitely comes in handy. Just a simple tool, if you will, to help load your magazines faster. So that's basically what a speed loader is, and that is what a snap cap is. Now, another thing that I use snap caps for is once you load your gun, and again, before I put this in, you'll see that there's only snap caps in the magazine, and the slide, we lock that back. There is no round in the chamber. I'll visually check that, and I'll physically check it with my finger. There's no rounds in there at all. I'm going to load this. Now what you can do is, move my camera up a little bit. You can use these snap caps to check to see how your cartridges are ejecting. Okay, for example, I'll load 1 round. Now normally I would aim. In this case, let's say I'm shooting this. Line up my sights. Take a dry fire. Okay, which is totally safe. Now you have the snap caps in. Now I would actually just pull the slide, because this is obviously not going to shoot. I'm going to manually pull the slide back to see how that round ejects. Ejected totally fine, and it's going to load a new round. Okay, again, aim, shoot, eject. It's going to load a new round. Remove the magazine, pop that last one out. So as you can see there, it's also allowing me to see how my rounds are ejecting. Okay, if the ejector pin, which is kind of hidden behind my clip draw, that's working properly, and different functions of the gun to make sure it is functioning properly. So that is really a couple of the reasons or uses you can have for snap caps. Pretty cool, relatively cheap, a must-have for any gun connoisseur or anyone who shoots, whether it's target practice or law enforcement, or even if you're carrying for self-defense. For my specific use, I am carrying for self-defense, and I want to get very good with my gun, and this is just another tool to aid me in practicing and doing drills to get used to things. So definitely worth the $10 investment. So that's snap caps and quick little demo on the speed loader. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you learned a little something. I appreciate you watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.